Last week on Flight Room TV.
Rachel Nichols being sidelined because of the comments that she had about Mariah Taylor, which is,
man, look, I don't see shit wrong with that. Honestly, I don't see a goddamn thing wrong with that shit. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, because think of it this way: because she didn't do anything wrong. She wasn't fucking up on her job. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do anything wrong from her job's perspective. Now, if there was like, if this chick was outshining her, or if Rachel Nichols knew that this chick they were competing for a position, then okay. But specifically, I feel as though she knows, like she said, she.
Say your boy was in the news though, Corey.
Who?
Your boy. Who else is your boy?
Who, nigga? Who?
Who always say your boy is?
I don't know, man. Come on, dog. Who my boy?
Trumpito.
My dog.
Without saying it, but saying
she not wrong, and then I don't think people are, wrong for coming at her either. I think both sides, have some truth to it.
Trying to say
she got
the right things not to sound racist.
Exactly, Corey. I feel the same way, but I also think if you do have a better person, why wouldn't you put them in a position like nobody?
Are we like damaged beyond? Like, is there no going back at this point in time?
I think so. I think so, yeah.
Like, she sounded like she was somebody commenting on affirmative action, but saying enough not to sound, but not saying it, but not trying to say it.
Corey,
get in the trash can.
Is that affirmative action, or is that the network pandering to a certain situation in the country? Yeah. Do y'all believe in society that there are necessary lies you have to tell?
The only way it's going to change is when all this shit fucking blow up, and then the niggas who's left start rebuild this motherfucker. Like, I don't want that to be the solution. But from my perspective, what I see in people, that's just what I say. I don't see people who are striving for peace, or want to, if that makes sense. It's all tied into the same shit. It's all looped up. It's all a game. Powers of the world using propaganda on their own people, manipulating them, and tricking niggas to fly planes in the buildings and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all these motherfuckers is using manipulation. It's all a game. Either one of us at our jobs, so it's a big pro women walk, pro women, push or whatever. So imagine, because we have to create more diversity in the workplace, you might be a great employee, but they say, oh, we're going to put this woman in your position because we want to add more diversity to the workplace. Then you say, man, they only put that person in that position because she's a woman. Does that mean you're a woman hater, or is that you just being observant of the situation?
I think you got to marry yourself to that stuff, though. But that's why, like, if we were a podcast that was only one view, I think we would have so many more followers, listeners. You know what I'm saying? If we was just specifically to this certain demographic, our show would be
right. I see
the roof. You got to marry yourself to those ideas.
Nigga, we follow.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Nigga, if we follow wokeness, nigga, we be on fire, nigga. What if ESPN? We just followed the ESPN guidelines, and all we talked about is how we be so victimized.
All we talked
about was this is an example to show that she's even aware that the ESPN is a woke league. They are pushing the whole woke agenda. And she's aware that her damn self. That's basically what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? So
it's crazy. It's lunacy.
It's crazy. I love that shit though. Don't just make you aspire to get some money out this joint. Just so you can set some rules and be like, fuck these niggas. Yeah, he's a crackhead. Yeah, but
I don't know. It's weird because if you're lying, you're being untruthful, right? That's what a lie is. You're being untruthful. So if everybody's regardless of how big or small that lie is, you still are being untruthful. So if that's the case, if everybody in society has the mindset of, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, a little lie, a small lie is a necessary lie, or that means that you're going to have people walking around just being untruthful in general.
Past the year of the George Floyd incident, smack in the middle of the summer, you know what I'm saying? So what do y'all think now that the dust has settled a little bit? Like, what do y'all overall, like, what is y'all perspective? Do y'all think you know, the movement made any of a difference? Do you think we made any progress as a people? And not even if we made any progress as a people, but what were we actually trying to do any goddamn way? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the end game of all that chaos that was going on last summer? Situation where motherfucker be like, do I look fat in this shirt? You know
okay, yeah, I was about to say
straight up like, yeah, you look fat.
Like, just trying to keep,
you know what I'm saying? Like, are those necessary lines? Like, are you, because but look though, because at one end,
things came out of it because certain political parties use it to propel themselves in the positions they are in today. So, in that fact, it did work. You know, truth of it, you're doing them a disservice for real.
Yeah. Right, but what you guys are talking about is based off a society that we live in now. If a society that was built on nothing but truth, that person that you're telling the truth to is not going to take that in a negative way.
Preach.
You was hearing a lot of people talking about defund the police, and people like when you hear that, it's like real, like, you know, sensationalism. You defund the police
in that same instant. Right there, like you said, because sometimes, you know, a person, like, let's say that, do I look fat in this shirt? Like, sometimes a motherfucker be lying to themselves, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for you to
already know the answer.
Tell them that, it's like, you're going against the lie I'm telling myself. Like, I don't want to believe this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, right.
More along the same lines, I think it's about time for some sort of like divine intervention. Not saying like the second coming of Jesus or anything, but more of like
the ball to bounce our way.
Yeah, like there's you know what I'm saying, some sort of shift that is not, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be completely like non-physical. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more of like a
epiphany, a spiritual epiphany.
Like a spiritual thing that happens.
That's how I wanted to happen, like that. Like if there was some sort of spiritual epiphany where everybody just woke up.
I think this is like a ploy to, like, if it does, you know, continue to happen under Biden, it probably will eventually, you know, the summer gotta, you know, happen and settle down or whatever. But I think this is an attempt to like kind of like nationalize the police force. If you defund the police, then probably the federal government the federal government is gonna have to step in.
And being lying and a necessary lie is completely different. If I withhold information from you, I'm not lying to you. I just did not disclose all the information.
I don't know about that.
In the court of law, if you hold information,
we're not talking about this. Is this the flight room?
This is the flight room. We're not talking about that right now.
It's probably going to be like another sector of the United States government that is the police.
You know what I'm saying? The kids don't need to know everything.
Niggas are some liars.
You know what I'm saying? Like, your kids don't need to know everything that's happening.
One police force for the whole planet. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, whether you from Argentina, US, or motherfucking Australia, nigga, y'all niggas are gonna get the same training.
You know it's crazy.
We actually about to go to the beach. Right. You can stay here with your auntie.
Right.
or Jamaica.
I'm going on vacation.
Right.
Holla.
Even on the most like sinister shit is they always have to ask for your permission to do the shit. So
listen.
So
I was telling my dad.
I think that's spiritual. Randall, I think that's spiritual. Randall, I think that's spiritual, bro.
Nah, they still play by rules. Like, yeah. They still have to, even though they do like they move evil, but they still have to play under certain rules.
They have to trick us.
When they do evil shit, they have to ask for your permission. Even when you watch all these horror movies and shit, like you can't the devil, the demon, the spirit, they can't just walk up in your house. They have to ask for your permission. They trick you to ask for the permission. Yeah,
right.
They have to ask for your
that's
permission.
Real shit.
How important do y'all feel perspective is? If you could describe yourself in 3 artists, what would it be? B, hurry up.
I would say
if you all right, name one thing that's a misconception about yourself and why is it accurate?
I would say for whatever reason people think that like I don't get angrier. And I have like I can get really fucking angry.
I've never seen you angry.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what
That's what I
Snitching or not, nigga, be a fucking man.
Straight up.
Snitching.
I ain't saying all that, but I'm saying it.
I'm snitching. I'm not going to jail for nobody, nigga. I'm not going to jail for nobody. Nobody. I don't give a fuck. I love y'all to death. I'm not going to jail for nobody.
But you don't think that the whole shortage shit, like that's like, I think that's like probably one of the most important things that's happening right now.
Shortages
in
general.
So they say now.
Oh shit! But is it the flats?
Shut the hell up, all of them.
Oh, it's going to get better, or is it going to keep getting short?
I honestly think that's going to be like, it's going to be the new COVID. You know, the new 9/11, the new COVID. It's going to be some type of shortage, like food shortage or money shortage, and you can't buy food. So I think that's going to be like the next, you know, big thing in society. I'm telling you, like that's the next thing.
Yeah, that was my point. That's huge.
Ain't nobody said no lies on Flight Room. Ain't nobody said no lies. You ain't lying.